Myself, I'm Vidyashri. My project title is about random projection based ensemble for dynamic scene classification. My guide is Mr. Shaktivir and my co-guide is Mrs. Malati. Company details. I work this project with the help of Sharon Systems, and the following client companies are Thermosoft Solutions, NSET, and Startup Expert, and Omega Private Limited. Abstract video classification has been extensively researched in computer vision due to its widespread use in many important applications such as human action recognition and dynamic scene classification. It is highly desired to have an end-to-end learning framework that can establish effective video representation while simultaneously conducting efficient video classification. Existing system. The convolution 3D and VGG, which is known as Visual and Graphic Group, are first deployed to extract temporal and spatial features from the input videos cooperatively, which establishes comprehensive and informative representations of video. VGG and C3D are chosen due to the strong capability of extracting the complementary spatial and temporal features of a comprehensive, which representations. The resultant and high dimensional representations are further reduced by random projection into a set lower dimensional subspaces on which an ensemble of efficient classifier is trained with these lower dimensional features. Problem statement. Extracting such information is non-trivial due to the number of complexities such as scale variations, viewpoint changes, and camera motions. Literacy survey. In the year of 2017, the project title Supervised Local Description Learning for Human Action Recognition. The demerits of that projects are local feature of less discrimination, the noise and redundant information would severely degenerate the performance of I2C for classification. I2C based method would be computationally expensive. And in 2015, the project title is a two-stream convolution network for action recognition in video. The spatial pooling is in our network, does not taken trajectories into account. And in 2016, the project title of dynamic scene classification using CNN. In our project, we're using DNN, which is known as a deep neural network. And demerits of these projects are the image net database is largely dedicated to object recognition task but not dynamically seen um, classification task. The dynamic scene classification problem is more challenging for moving camera than for a static camera. And in 2017, the project title is optimizing kernel machine learning deep learning is and the demerits of these are in contrast to the convolution one versus rest approach, which decomposes the problem into multiple binary classification problem in MLK. It is a beneficial to obtaining the weight of the base kernel with respect to all classes. And in 2016, the project title Temporal Segment Network towards a good practices of deep action recognition. The demerits are extracting such information complexity such as scale variation. They are limited by computational cost. And by the same year 2016, project title of joint binary classifier learning for ECOC, which means error correction output coding based multi-class classification. The demerits are computational cost is high. They do not consider the underlying relationship among the binary classification in ECOC based methods. And here we are entering into a proposed system or ensemble learning based on random projection aiming to transform high dimensional feature into a set of lower dimensional compact feature in subspaces. An ensemble of classifiers is tried to the subspaces and combined with a weighting layer during the backpropagation. To further enhance the performance, we introduced the RLE method called rectified linear encoding, inspired from error correction output coding to encode the initial output of the classifier followed by the softmax layer to produce the final classification result. And here we move on to an architectural diagram, and we use a webcam for capturing a video, and the captured video is converted into a number of frameworks, and the number of frameworks is sent to a deep neural network, and deep neural network is used to classify what was running in the video, and those things are stored in a Firebase database, and the classified process is shown as a mobile notification, and thus our result. Here we showed our hardware and software requirements, and hardware is about 500 GB, RAM is 4 GB, and processor is i3 Intel Core processor and with a webcam. And the software is a software requirement. OS we use a Windows 10, and software are Python and Anaconda, and tools we used as a Jupyter Notebook and Spider IDE. And use case diagram, and here we are showing what were the thing was sent by the user, and what were the required needs user is going to get from the server. And and here we show the module description, and first is we are going with the video streaming and applying deep learning algorithm and a classification. And video streaming, the input video will be captured using the webcam. The input video is converted into number of frames, which we have shown in the diagram. And video sequence present a great variability due to a huge scale changes, viewpoint variation, and camera motion, which poses a great challenges for both video representation and classification. The deep neural network have been studied in a video domain for a large variety of classification tasks. The captured videos feed into a deep neural network method, and it is highly desired to have an end-to-end learning framework to establish effective video representation while simultaneously conducting the efficient video classification. And finally, the classification. Then the maximum weight values are taken from the feature extraction frame by using the deep neural network. According to video label, the entire network is trained for action recognition. Finally, the action will be detected in the videos and the label is identified. And here we are getting our output result like something is stretching, and finally it found out what the video is about, and it is stored in a database like this, and we are getting a notification as a single word like yoga, or what the process is going over there. Thank you.